My goodness. This guy said, I stopped filing taxes
Whoa.
in 2018.
What?
Here's what happened. Here's what happened, y'all. Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. How many of you have filed your taxes? How many of you owe? How many of you intend to pay what you owe? Be honest. Are you going to pay all that money that you owe? I know it's hard. Y'all. I had to pay over $20,000. And over $2,000 was state. Federal was over $20,000. State over $2,000. But I paid it off, y'all. I paid it off. Because I don't want the penalties and I don't want the interest. I don't want it. Okay. But some of y'all are not afraid. It's not that I'm afraid. It's not that I don't like bills that high. But some of y'all don't care. And some of y'all don't pay. Like I said, y'all don't even file your taxes. I could never not do that. I could never. I know you work on your job. I know they take taxes out of your paycheck. I know that. But you still have to file again at the end of the year. Why is that? Why? Why they don't take out enough money from your paycheck? Well, everybody don't get a paycheck, y'all. Some people, we have businesses. We do stuff on the table, and they still want you to report that. They want you to report it. Now, some people get away with that, but a lot of people don't, all right? If you own a small business, you got to pay your taxes. I'm going to play videos today to show you this one man. He said he stopped paying taxes. Y'all can be like him if you want to. You can take his advice if you want to. You're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. And the people behind that video are going to tell you why. Okay? And why you should pay your taxes. Don't be listening to some people. You can't listen to everybody. You cannot. All right? You're going to be like James Brown and all them other folks in jail. Tax evasion. Do you want that to happen to you? Do you? That's something stupid. That's something that can be avoided. If you manage your money right, you won't be having any problems. Ever since my kids became adults, started having their own kids and stuff like that, I couldn't claim anyone. I didn't get no more refunds. So I've been paying. Sometime I paid, sometime I didn't. Okay, but I didn't get no refund. All right. Don't get me wrong. Refunds are good. They're good. They're really good. Let me get ready to pull this up. Y'all, I'm weary. I haven't been good. I got some bad news yesterday. So it's been hurting my heart. My heart is heavy. It's heavy. Anytime you got problems with a family member, they're not dead. They're not dying that I know of. But still, other things happen in life. So I'm trying to, do this video. I almost didn't come here today. Almost didn't. Because like I said, my heart is hurt. It's hurt. My soul is aching. Y'all understand. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You have family members that you love dearly. You love them dearly. And you try to talk to them. But I found out, y'all, you can't help everybody. Even your family members. Even your closest friends. You can't help everybody. You could try, but at least I know I've tried. Don't stop trying to help them. At least you know you tried. It's when I don't try when I feel bad. But if I know I tried to help you and I tried to talk to you and I tried to show you the way, then I don't feel so bad. But it still hurts, y'all. It still hurts. Okay, I want you to pray for me. And pray for the family member. I want you to pray because, Lord, it's hard. It's really hard. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let me move on. I want to thank y'all for the PayPal, the Cash Apps, the Buy Me a Coffee, the super thanks. Thank you for buying the soap, almost buying it out. Thank you so very much. And thanks to the people who went on over there to Avon. My Avon store is down in the description box. Thank you for going there and buying the Avon. I love that. I love it. It's really good, you know. The products are good. Y'all know what it is. I only got one product to talk to you about. Thank you for staying and listening to me. Thank you so very much. This is Bubble Bath. How many of y'all love the Avon Bubble Bath? Ooh, I love the Bubble Bath. This one right here is Mango Samba Splash Bubble Bath. Now, if you buy it by itself, it's $14. And they also have a matching whip body butter in this same scent right here. People say it's awesome. I don't do coconut and I don't do mango, but they do also have this in a coconut. I probably would do the mango, as long as it ain't got no coconut in it, okay? But you can buy both of them for $22.50. And don't forget, at checkout, all you have to do is add what? The welcome coupon. Welcome 15. That welcome need to be in all caps. Welcome 15. That's going to give you 15% off at checkout. So make sure you put that in there. All right. Now it's good. It's good. It's wonderful, y'all. Like I said, don't forget to use the code and you get free shipping when you order over $60. Some of y'all been doing that. You have, but I can understand, you know, like I said, if people can't buy from me. I don't want to force you to buy anything, all right? You got to do it from the kindness of your heart, and I want you to do it because you got money, and you actually love the products. That's really why I want you to do it, because you actually love the products. People down in the comment section saying, I didn't know Avon was still around. What happened to the Avon lady? I'm the Avon lady, but I'm online. So go online, okay? BeautyWithSandraFay.com. All right, go there. Be square if you don't. I'm just playing. And don't forget to download your free PDF, 100 uses for Skin So Soft. That's what the customers said, okay? Not Avon. The customers who used the Skin So Soft, they said this is what they used it for, and it worked. And like I said before, some of the uses are actually true because I tried it. All right, moving right along here. Here we go with the first video. I stopped filing my taxes. All right. Y'all can be like him, like I said, or you can F around and find out. Do you really want to find out? Do you? Do you want to take that chance? Some people don't mind.
You know, taxes are a scam. They're a fraud. They're voluntary, and there's no law that requires us to file and pay federal income taxes.
He said they're a scam, and there's no law that says you have to pay federal income tax. I'm going to talk about it in a second. He said there's no law. I wonder, where did he get his research from? Who told him this? Listen to what he says. Man, some of y'all just... I'm just going to say some of y'all ignorant.
So in 2018, I made the decision not to file or pay. And it's scary. It's uncharted territory.
When why you take that plunge? You said it's scary. Why did you do that? Why? Why some of y'all do that? You listen to someone else who's not paying taxes. Well, I haven't gotten caught. I have not gotten caught. I ain't filed no taxes ever before in my life. I know somebody who did that. They never got caught, y'all. And then again, I know someone else who did it too, but they got caught. So why do some people get caught and some people don't? Put it on down there in the comment section. Are you willing? Are you willing to take that chance?
And so I started doing my own research to determine and make sure that I'd made the right decision for me.
What damn research did he do? What research told him that he didn't have to pay taxes? Taxes are illegal. How do you think the government runs? How do you think society runs? It runs on taxes. I know they tax us to death. I know they do. I know it hurts your heart, especially you people who don't have any deductions, who can't claim children. I understand. But are you willing to go to jail? Are you? Whew, some people are.
And that research led me to not file or pay in 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, and so on. We pay taxes on everything we buy, everything we own, and that's legal, but there is no law that requires us to file and pay federal income taxes.
You're right, we pay taxes on everything. Food, services, road tax, property tax, state tax. We pay taxes on everything. Why those taxes are not enough? That's what I want to know. Why is it not enough? If you're saying you ain't got enough money, that means the government, I don't understand, because our government, they can't budget either. We owe other countries. Is it because of the people that's sitting on the system? Is it because of all the needy people? Everyone is needy? Is it because people can't find jobs? We know everybody can't find a job. We know, but we got a whole lot of people sitting and relying on the government, relying on the taxpayers, who refuse to do anything in life anymore. They don't want to work. They don't want to. Y'all cannot tell me these people want to work. These people been sitting on the system their whole entire life. You can't tell me they want to work. You can try to say, well, Sandfay, everybody can work. Everybody don't have the ability to work. Everybody don't have transportation. Everything you saying ain't nothing but a damn excuse. Okay? To stay idle. That's an excuse. I don't care what nobody said. I've seen somebody that was way low, homeless. Got a job doing good. Got a house, bought a house doing good. You can do good if you want to. You can. But some people refuse to do it. Why? Because the government has spoiled them. They're spoiled.
In fact, in the Internal Revenue Code, the only people legally required to pay federal income taxes are those people living in the District of Columbia. And that's not us. Like, comment, share for more, and talk to you soon.
You can believe that if you want to. You're going to believe him and what he says. Google it, ask ChatGPT, do your own research. Don't be listening to people like that. Don't listen. Right here, I asked Google, is it illegal not to file taxes? Google said yes. It is illegal not to file federal income taxes if your income exceeds the minimum filing threshold, whatever that is. Failing to file is a serious offense that can lead to criminal prosecution, significant fines, penalties of up to 25% of unpaid taxes, y'all, and potential imprisonment for tax evasion. Civil and criminal penalties. You're going to get that. Substitute returns. Refund loss. You're going to lose your refunds if you owe a refund. How you don't know how you, maybe you might get a refund. But people are so afraid. Because like I said, they ain't got no dependents, nobody to claim. They're so afraid, so they don't file. Some people still get an income refund, even if they don't have children. I don't know how they do it, but maybe they just real low below the poverty line right there. Maybe so. And then you get a collection action. IRS can issue liens on your property or garnish your wages. Liens, take your house. Take whatever they want to from you. So go ahead. Listen to that dude right there if you want to. Listen to him. Take that chance. I don't like to gamble like that. That's considered gambling to me. Moving right along. Listen what this person says about the penalty.
People don't understand that the penalty to not file is more than the penalty to not pay. So a lot of times people, there's a couple of different things that can get you in trouble with the IRS. And one of them is not filing. Thinking that you can just get away, because a lot of, people say, if I owe, I don't want to file.
So they charge you more if you don't file? The penalty is more if you don't file than the penalty if you don't pay? She ain't lying. I looked that up too. But she ain't lying though. Come on, pretty girl. Tell us what else.
That just is not how it works. It's not how it works, because the same way you get a W-2, 1099 in the mail, your income statements, the IRS gets those same statements.
Right.
They know exactly how much you made. They know how much you had taken out. They're just waiting for you to file, because the IRS does not know how many children you have. They don't.
Okay, that's why, because they don't know what you're going to be claiming. That's why they don't take out enough. They don't know how many kids you got. They don't know if you have deductions. So you got to file. So we got to know. Okay. Maybe you done made too much, and maybe you didn't pay enough in taxes. That too. So I understand that part right there now. I understand.
Know how many children you're going to claim,
right,
or any deductions or write-offs that you have. So they're giving you a chance to say,
come clean.
Exactly, and say and get credits. They don't know if you qualify for a tax credit. So they give you that chance, like you said, to come clean.
A lot of people have the feeling that they did not qualify for a tax credit. Because like I said, they ain't got no credits. They ain't got no dependents. Is it best, just let me know what you think. What did you do? Is it best for you to just when you fill out that little W-2 form, saying how much tax you want them to take out, should you overpay just a little bit to make sure that you don't owe taxes? Do some of y'all do that? Put it on down there in the comment section. That might be your best bet right there. Just might be. All right. Moving right along here. What happens if you don't? If you listen to a sorry sapsucker telling you that you should not pay, I don't pay. I just ain't got caught yet.
So, what happens if you don't file taxes? The truth is, the IRS will file a return for you, which may sound convenient, but the truth is, they get reports on your income from banks, employers, even cash and payment apps.
Your bank, employers, cash, and payment apps. All that little undercover stuff that y'all doing, like making business, doing business and stuff like that. People sending y'all money through PayPal and Cash App. They sending that to the IRS. Now, I think it's a certain amount. I don't know how much it is. Y'all can Google it and do your research yourself. But they're sending that to the IRS. So you got to be careful about people. You telling people, send me $300. My car broke down. That's money that you have received. That's money you got to claim. Are y'all claiming that money? Are you? Like I said, it's a certain amount. I don't know how much it is, but do your research. Why y'all think you can't get caught? They got your social security number, y'all. Why you think you have a social security number? So they know what type of money you are receiving, how much you are making. How can people be so dumb not to know this? Your government is monitoring you. You don't think so? You don't? Man, some of y'all are stupid.
Like PayPal, they report to the IRS, so the IRS knows you've got income. They assess a tax, but they don't give you the deductions or the credits that you deserve. What this means to you, you get a tax bill you didn't file, and the bill's for more than if you had filed, because you would have taken the deductions and credits you deserve. The truth is, it's almost impossible to live off the grid these days, given...
He's right. It's almost impossible to live off the grid. They're following you with that social security number. They're following you with all the cameras in the streets. You commit a crime, they find you. They follow you through the cameras on the street. If you get in a car, they're going to follow that car. If you're on foot, they're going to follow you with cameras. Their cameras are all around on the streets. unless you're living in a rural area. Okay? But most people come what? They come to the city to commit crimes. I know they do it in the country area too. Don't get me wrong now. The country people now, they got cameras too. Don't think they don't. People got Ring cameras on their houses. Okay? They follow you through people's Ring cameras. They knock on your door and say, man, we see you have a Ring camera. We see you have a camera on your door. We need to see the footage. We need to see that footage.
Databases and the way our culture works. So, if you owe taxes, if you haven't filed, file the return. Get the lowest balance due that you can possibly get, and then work out a payment arrangement. So,
he ain't lying. You know what, y'all? They will work with you. The IRS will work with you. They will help you. You ain't got to run. You ain't got to run from the IRS. Call them. Make a payment arrangement. Go online. Make an arrangement. But when you make that arrangement, you got to make sure that you pay it. You tell them what you can pay. Y'all. Okay? I don't know if they look at what type of job you have or what you're making, what your income is. I don't know. And how many bills you got. I don't know if they, considering that or not. But go and call the IRS and make a payment arrangement. I know some of y'all just did your taxes and you're afraid and you owe and you don't have the money. I understand. I know some of y'all don't save. I know some of y'all never save for emergency and stuff like this. I know it. I know. I'm not mad at you, but you should be mad at yourself. You should.
Easier than not filing, getting penalties for not filing, and having the IRS assess more tax than you actually owe.
Wow.
Do you need help filing past returns? Hit the link in my profile.
Hit the link in his profile. He gonna help you. All these people I play, make sure y'all go to their TikTok if you're interested, all right? Some of them videos are good. Even the ones, that I don't really care for that I play, I still, sometimes I do follow them because I know they're going to say something outrageous, some of them. Move right along. Here we go. This guy's going to tell you, when do you go to jail? When they get sick and tired of you, when they say the IRS says no more, we sick of you, we tired. We tired. We done told you, we tried to talk to you, we tried to work with you, but you don't want to work with us. We are tired. So now it's time to do the unthinkable.
In what cases do people go to jail?
People go to jail when either they have a really bad CPA or...
Hold on, really bad CPA? Why you gotta go to jail when you got a bad CPA? I thought they are accountable, but I guess they're saying maybe you should get what? A second opinion. Maybe you should get a second opinion. Then that's gonna cost money too. People are already struggling. How you gonna pay for a second opinion? You think they know what they're doing because they are a CPA. Or maybe it's because some of y'all went into that office and said, hey, get me a refund. I don't care how you got to do it. Add this, add that, I've done this. And then you got some crooked CPAs because they'll tell you, if you claim this, you claim that, if you do this, if you do that, I can help you not pay, Some people just don't want to pay. Like me, I just don't want to pay. I ain't going to get no refund. But they got crooked CPAs. You better make sure yours is on the up and up. That's all I'm going to say about that right there. You better make sure. Let me start him over again. Let me start him over. Listen to what he says. Pay close attention.
In what cases do people go to jail?
People go to jail when either they have a really bad CPA or they're doing fraudulent things or they just don't pay their tax bill. So here's the problem. Most people don't file their taxes because they're scared of what the bill is going to be.
Right.
The failure to not file is worse than the penalty for not paying.
Listen.
Like, the penalty if you don't file is 5% per month. So if you owe $100,000, you have a $5,000 per month penalty for not filing.
Whoa.
That is a lot. Oh my God. You'll never get through paying the IRS. Never. Some of you make good money on your jobs. Some of y'all have two incomes in your household, husband and wife. Y'all making over 100,000, 200,000. Can you imagine the penalty on 200,000? Just go ahead and file your taxes, and then you owe, and then you just have to make payment arrangements. They're going to come and take your house. They're going to take everything you got, all your possessions. Do you want that? Do you want to go to jail? Why y'all take chances like that? I just don't understand some people. I really don't.
Oh, wow.
The failure for not paying, if you file, the failure for not paying, I think is 0.5%. So it's almost 10 times less. Just file the return and do a payment plan. Don't not file.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the IRS is just like an ex-girlfriend. They hate being left in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't do that.
Ooh-wee, y'all. Ooh-wee. I hope watching these videos right here today helped some of y'all. Because I don't want y'all going to jail. I don't want you listening to people telling you that you shouldn't pay your taxes. It's illegal to pay taxes. That is a flat out lie. It's a lie. I know some people going to put it down in the comment section. Sandfay girl, I ain't paid taxes. Never, ever. Never. I'm going to say this. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. Live long enough. Live long enough, okay? You ain't going to be able to leave your children nothing. Your family nothing. All your money is going to go to the government. Your life insurance, your investments, everything is going to the insurance, not insurance, the IRS. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? You worked hard for that money. And some of y'all have done wonderful with your money. Like I said, you got investments. You got property. You got cars. You won't be able to pass that stuff down to your children. You won't be able to do that. Because you owe the government, the IRS. Whew. Go down in the comment section and tell me what you think. Okay? Tell me. Did you file? Did you? Be honest. Do you owe? Be honest. Are you making payment arrangements? Be honest. Are you sick about it? Be honest. I was sick about it. I was sick about giving up that much money. I was sick. But you know what? Like I said, I don't like long-term bills like that. If I got the money, I'm going to pay it. I'm going to get rid of it. Because I have a stress level. You know, like I'm stressed right now because of the family situation. But I have a stress level when it comes to money a little bit. Because I don't like, certain things, certain bills, longevity like that. I don't like stuff like that. My nerves, bad. I used to have a really bad nerve problem, nerves. But as I got older, it seemed like it got better. It seemed like I'm at the point now where I just don't give a damn. That's the point I'm at right now. But I still take care of business. Okay, I still take care of business. I really do. All right, y'all. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.